స్పర్శతో నన్ను కరుణించుము దేవా నీ స్పర్శతో నన్ను దీవించుము దేవా నీ స్పర్శతో నన్ను తాకుము.
We have the passages from 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verses 25 to 31 and the Gospel of St. Luke chapter 6 verses 20 to 26. Human life consists of a whole lot of activities, contracts, dealings, relationships and so forth. Marriage in particular is highlighted in the given passage. But all that is impermanent, especially in view of the coming of the Lord. St. Paul reminds the Corinthians and in turn each one of us today. The world as we know, it is passing away. Even at the time of St. Paul, it was thought that the second coming of the Lord is immediate. We might wonder why the Lord hasn't come even after 2000 years. Two answers. First, for the Lord, 1,000 years are like yesterday come and gone. It's not a long time for him. Second, perhaps the Lord is being patient with us and giving us more time to prepare ourselves. The passing away of the world as we know it is more pronounced today than ever. More than anything else, the technological changes that are taking place almost every day reminds us of this. The only permanent reality is God and His kingdom, for which each one of us is specially called. In the Gospel, Jesus pronounces a few blessedness and some woes. Happy are those who are poor, who are hungry, and those who weep. At first glance, such blessedness seems out of place and unrealistic. How can the poor be happy? How can the hungry be happy? How can those weeping be happy? But then we should realize that the standards of the kingdom are different from those of the world. Those who are spiritually poor, those who hunger for the word of God, those who weep for their sins will be rewarded and satisfied. Whereas, woe to those who are rich, those suffering from the curse of self-sufficiency, those who don't really care and live a life of indifference. Do we follow the standards of the kingdom or the standards of the world? It's easier to follow the standard of the world. The way to it is wide open and short, whereas the way to the kingdom is narrow and long. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it.